get started. So, okay. Hi guys, welcome to High Entropy. It's day 15 of AI learning, and today what I'm going to do, I already told you in the last video, like I'm gonna develop something, and first thing is like we are going to build, and okay. Hi guys, welcome
Actually,
to
it's
High
started and
Entropy. It's
yeah,
yeah. So okay, let me tell you what exactly we are going to do. So first thing is we are gonna build a MCP server, and for that I'm going to take help from Claude because I feel like it's more about learn. So what server? Okay, I will draw everything in my screen. I mean in whiteboard, so it will be clear to you what exactly goal is and what we are going to build first, and then we are going to learn something and Langchain about Langchain only, bro. So before we jump, so I'm targeting 1 hour 30 minutes. So let's add a clock, and I hope everything will be done in the 1 hour 30 minutes. Then we'll target 1 hour for study. So 1 hour 30 minutes total, 2.5 hour. We are gonna grind. Let's see if we'll be able to do it quickly. Then we'll stop the streams quickly. I mean earlier, early. I mean earlier or early, early. Yeah. So agenda. What is agenda, bro? Simple. First, build. We are going to build Sakai result MCP server. MCP server. Second thing, we are gonna use Langchain to call this MCP server. So first we'll test like if it is working perfectly or not. So simply we'll gonna check it. Okay. Third step will be will integrate with LLM to call this MCP server. Fourth, we are going to do format the result or response by LLM. And what will be sorry, my bad, LLM. So here what we are going to do, if you say last time I was learning structured response, so we are going to use library, and that is pydantic. So we are going to create the class based on the pydantic, and then we'll use it as a structured output. And there are, I think, LLM model itself supports structured output, so if it is, then it will add by default, it will use that, otherwise it will use some tool calling. So that is the plan. So and what we are expecting from it: title of the post, second, start date, end date of job if it is available, total vacancy, and so on, etc. Yes, we'll see what are the different options that we are getting after. So okay, so let's jump into the first step, that is building the MCP server. So one option is I will start from scratch and I can build it. It will take a lot of time, and those second thing, um, we need to scrap so beautiful soup. So I think it is gonna use that one soup because Sakari result is more of like a HTML website, static website. Not a static, but it's HTML pages based. So it's not dynamic website. They have created one page. There are hyperlinks and all. So it will be pretty easy for it to scrap the data. I think there will be options like you can create a function that will return the result, and you can call from LLM tool calling, I believe. So that's why we are just experimenting and we are just building. So yeah, so that's what the agenda is. So by the way, So first thing, let's jump. Okay, so let's modularize what we are going to do. So step 1, build MCP server. I mean, server means you are building tools. So let's see what are the different things that are available in the Sarkari result. So okay, one thing I'll do, I'll add here timer. So here also timekeeper. So okay, bro, let me start for 30 minutes. By the way, okay, here let's go to Sarkari result, and this is official website. Okay, so I will ask 3 things. Here you see there are multiple sections, and I think we can get all the things from here. You can see. So I'm gonna make it simple. So here if you see there is post date, right? Post date or update date. So we are gonna just check latest date, top 10 for the latest date. So it will order by the date, you can say. Think of them like what are the different posts available, order by date, and accordingly just select top 10, and that will be the latest posts. It could be like there are some others as well, but we are gonna check for last 10, top 10, and then okay, and then if you wanted to get details for a particular post, then you can get it. Okay, so let's use the cloud to get it. Okay, oh man, I forgot cloud code. I just learned it. It is still I. Okay, so let's go to the VS Code first thing, and where is the cloud, bro? Is it not this one? It's MCP. No, it's not that one. Snowflake MCP. Okay. No, not this one. I will create a scratch project or what. No. So I will start from scratch. So no problem. Okay. What we are going to do? First thing, we'll create one folder in the coding section. Coding. Okay, you can see cloud code, and here cloud code. I already have a folder, bro. It's sometimes I feel like why. Okay, so I have VS Code, Visual Studio, taking time. Target is 3 minutes wasted. 1 hour 22 minutes remaining. Okay, I can see it in the top. So, no problem. I think we have this one. So we'll open new window, and we'll open cloud code folder. So we are going to develop MCP server by self, but we are no, this is the Langchain lang code cloud code. Open. There are some things still already available, so we are not gonna use, but let's use it this window only. What was there? There was something tryouts I missed. Shall I create a skill for it? No, I don't need a skill. It's simply it has to generate a, like I'm not gonna use it somewhere, so it's like I will ask to generate a script. So what we are going to do, where is the chat option? Cloud code. local web new chat. Hi. I will start with hi. For it is taking this many seconds. I think it can help me. So my agenda is simple. I will ask it to generate 3 pages. I will make it simple because we are not going to finalize it somewhere. So this is the website, and I will say maybe I'll provide the different links. Okay, let's see first how it's creating. Create for result, admit card, and latest job. Can you create 3 functions? Create a script with 3 functions to get the latest jobs URL. Job, admit card, result. Job, admit card, and result from this website. Let's see. First we'll see the draft version of it. First. I'm hoping it will do. It is using tool. Yeah, fetch it, bro. Let's see how much time it will take. Now I will create a Python script with 3 functions to scrap the latest. Let's see what it has written. Web scraper for Sarkari result, fetch result. Okay, this is the descriptions. It's good. Okay, it's using PS4 beautiful soup. Typing, okay, for hand type ending, date time it's using. So I hope it Sarkari result. Okay, it created nicely. It is not just creating simple functions. And bro, nice. I think if I will create, I will not create like this. I am very duffer. By the way, jokes apart. So it says a class. There are some base URL it created. Okay, so these are the properties. You can say class. Okay, it added some isn't headers. I don't know what's the user isn't. This is this get latest job. So it created one function, a static function, fetch the latest job. This description. Okay, so it's good. Like it's a kind of function that can be used directly by MCP tool, not MCP tool by cloud, but by LLM models. Yeah. So okay, so it's base Sakari result scraper. Where is scraper? Okay, class name. Okay, yeah. So it's a static variable. Class variable. Class variable. No, I think we says yeah. What is the exact name? I forgot it, man. Class method. Object static method. These are static methods, so you can call directly using the class, because we are using class variables only. We don't need to create separate objects for it. Okay, great. Now the thing is, okay, so everything looking good. I wanted to see it first. HTML.parser, you created one object of soup jobs, find all job listing. Items, get text, strip true. I don't know. Link, it is getting link. So okay, then it is appending title and link. Okay, great. If title and link, then it is appending jobs dot append title link. Great. What I asked? Then fetch this, and here also it's doing item. One minute, bro. I'm just checking. So if I'll say jobs, latest job, result, admit card. No, I have an admit card, result. These are the URLs, and what it kept? Admit card, latest job, great. And then third one is get latest result. How it is deciding? Limit, where it is keeping limit? Oh, okay, so default you can pass it the number of items that you wanted to get. Oh bro, perfect. Perfect. And what is this? Print AD. Okay, you are printing that one. Yeah, create it. Requirement.txt, bro. Are you going to run it? Okay, bash by the name. It is running, bro. Oh, okay. This adding all the things into my pipe UV sync and UV run scraper. Okay, do it, no problem. You are not polluting my global environment. That's great. Use your conscious brain, bro. I need more focus. So I want now web fetch. Why are you doing this? Now I understand the structure. Let me update the scraper to target the content element. Okay, do it. I think it was using the wrong elements. Hey, still we are working like robot, man. I feel bad for. But yeah, it's good. You don't need to. You have to focus on orchestration. But it's still like clicking and all. So you can give it yes, allow run stop. But I don't want to do. Allow this command. What UV run scraper? What is 2 and 1? Ready. Allow fetch. I think it will take time, bro, because it's not able to get. First it is zoomed, I believe. Okay, yeah, fetch it. Correct selector, now it got. Do it, bro. Why are you taking time? I mean, which model I'm using? Haiku, I believe. Oh, it will create set. I mean, yeah, it will take time. And why don't I use? But yeah, let's see how. Okay, my brain is also like haiku, so it's okay. By the way, it is scraper. It is updating now. Okay. Okay. Great. Now what you are doing? Latest result. What it is earlier? Latest admit card. Now test the updated script. Test it. 2 less than and greater than and ampersand 1. What is exactly? Chadipudi, I will ask you. You are also free. And free in both sense. It's free as well as it is free right now. What is the meaning of? Okay, okay. I'm shouting. I'm excited, man. Created finally. Let's see. Okay, no problem. Let's do it. Let's do it now. So I'll create one script. Scrapper it created. And now I'm gonna create one more script that is main.py. I think it's there, bro. Why are you creating main? Why? Okay, let's do one thing. From no scrapper, but the bro problem is okay. Let me copy this script somewhere else. No, but I don't want to do that now. Where it created main function. Okay, let's do one thing. Open an integrated terminal. Let's wait to activate environment. Virtual environment type. It's done. Now I'll say Python 3. Or I can use Python now because it's inside. I'm inside the. No, not I am. Basically this. I'm in terminal where I'm executing. It's inside the virtual environment. So virtual environment. Something is wrong, I believe. Okay, forget it. Python scrapper.py. Let's see. Hey bro, what is wrong with it? ls not a scrapper. Your English and your logic both are bad. Time to verify it, right? Then only we get to know. So let's say these are the jobs that I'm looking for. How would I verify it? So let's take example of latest job, and I will do one thing. Split it into right part. Bro, what the heck? Wow, great. Minimize it. I don't need you. So Kasturba Gandhi Balika Vidyalay, Sultanpur. This is the first job. Date. Okay, so what I'm thinking, should I add one more thing, like get the detail of when it was released and all information. Sounds good, I mean. कस्तूरबा गांधी बालिका विद्यालय वही चित्रकूट NB third, this one fourth, GC fifth, sixth. And yeah, I feel like it's already done it nicely. Admit cards, I will just go to this admit card. Bro, can you go? Why you're taking time? IRD Prayagraj, UPPSC, APO, and MPESB. Okay, so it looks good to me. And the third one is latest result. So I hope that one will also be good. Result. By the way, what is time right now? 1:05. So I'm in next 5 minutes. Where is result, bro? I'm expecting for your result. Share me the result. Result. What I typed? Yeah, PPSC. Hey, there is it's different. Huh. See, let's see. Okay, so I hope it is going to. What the? Hello? Hey bro, what's wrong with you? I mean, result has some issue. 20th June 6/5. How did it get the number? Like 21st June. Let's see. 21st June 5:25:52. Wow. Let me see. 12:33 a.m. This one is smaller. 12:03. And what is it? 20th June 6:58. Looks good. How it is getting? 19th. What the date it is keeping? Okay, why don't I give it? Bro, if I'll give it the complete context, it will cost a lot of. Okay, let me see. Claude, how much token it burned? I don't think it will took. I think it is taking the time to reflect into the dashboard. Update June 12. We have suspended access to Cloud Fable 5 and Cloud. Why? Why did you do this? Mythos, I know they suspended it is because uh, creating a lot of bugs. I mean, finding a lot of bugs in the code bases and export control directive to suspend all access to Fable 5. Oh, any foreign national, fuck you. Banjo. Whether inside or outside the United States, including foreign national Anthropic employees. Okay. Export control directive to suspend all access to Fable 5 and methods by any foreign national, whether inside or outside the United States. Bro, a government should create our own, like they should focus on more building the our own. I mean, what we say, LLM models and all. I think there should be something. At least China created their own DeepSeek, and but still I feel like India is not doing up to the mark, because see, if you are using something from outside the country, you can't rely completely when they will stop. Maybe let's say, yeah, if you are completely in the control of others. Hmm, I feel so. Now I have went out here right now. Date what it is keeping. Date. Now, okay. So I don't want to give the okay. What I'm thinking, provide the short description. Okay. Let's call Claude. Can you update the scraper Sakari result scraper script to get the post date instead of the current date that you added. Okay. Also add short description. Scrap the short description. Important details from the pages, like short description and total vacancies, application fees, etc., and combine all as a text, like description. Show now the fields are one thing, that is link, title, date, post date, or update, and description. Let's see. Puttering. Wibbling. I haven't provided it. What are you editing? Okay, it is making first draft. One by one everywhere. No problem. Forging. Okay, so it dropped the unnecessary library. Great. Now what exactly it's doing? 100. Wow. Was it necessary? And I think, yeah, because we are. Bro, perfect. Let me see it. Okay. Taking time little because of different rates. Now we have details, further details. Okay, it's smaller. Hard to. So this is title, this is link, this is date none. Okay, one thing it did. So they are using, I believe, simple timing to pay my one. Okay, I see. What are the descriptions this contains? Limit. I think there isn't much information that is great info. But it is getting post updated, that is okay. Short information, name of post, age limit, selection procedure, and all these information. There is some information but not that good. Application fee, so it varies, depends on what is it is scraping. Somewhere it won't be available, so yeah, I think that's okay, we can use it at least. Not good, but better than nothing. So I will do one thing now. Let's jump and create a MCP tool for it. Better than butter. Wow. So MCP tool, where should I create? I'm using Langchain here, right? Why don't I create here? No, I will do it somewhere else. But it won't be the HTTP, I mean remote, or you can say HTTP. So it will be a standard input output. So better if I'll create here itself. But yeah, bro, I just have went out. I am creating a Langchain one, right? Okay, one thing I'll do, I'll make it as HTTP. I have so many confusions, like when deciding what to do. MCP, it's not MCP, so I will create inside the MCP. Let me open the VS Code. Where are you, bro? What is time? 48 minutes. Fuck. Coding MCP, cloud code MCP. Okay, here I will create. Okay, so okay, exit ls. This is the problem. Model context protocol. ls cd sarkari. Okay, let's do it straight here. Code top. I will create one thing. Okay, VS Code, it opened. Now I'll just change it from this one to, I will do two things. First, I'll make it as init.py, so it will be treated as a module. And now I will create scraper. I think it's .py. Wrapper, not, it's not wrapper, bro, it's a scraper. Jokes apart. Hey, what is this? Yeah, so here we are going to say mcp.py. so we have from fast mcp, import mcp, import fast mcp. So what do you say? MCP equals to fast MCP, and I think name will keep Sarkari result. Provides information, government job vacancy result information in India. Okay. Bro, just format on save is not working. I hate it. URL sarkariresult.com. No, I don't need it. Okay, great. So this is the thing MCP we got. Now I'll say tools. So okay, one thing I need to do, I believe. So Sakari result is equals to from, okay, we need to call the, okay, I think it should be at top. If you are getting from scraper, import, not a scraper bro, Sarkari result scraper. SSC Sarkari result, SRC result scraper, SRS Sarkari result scraper. Bro, but the method so is directly I can call it them. Tools, mcp.tool. I think we don't need to define Sarkari result. Get latest results. And okay, I will do one thing. I will use it side by side so I can get what exactly we am doing. I'm just doing recta, man, not more than that. Okay, another is get latest result, and I will just first I will do get latest. Okay, first thing I will do get latest jobs. Now get latest exam result. It looks good. Now add MCP tool, get latest admit cards. Not admit card info, I do not want. Get latest admit cards, and here I'll say get latest exam result. Pass, because we do not want to fail. Sarkari result scraper, and here so this is the method that is being used, I believe. Here if you see, in each method it is being used. Admit cards and get latest results. So why are we using exam? Get latest results only will do, so it will be easy for us. Okay, now the thing is we are going to call it the Sarkari, I mean result scraper, but here we wanted to give something. What? First thing, what it is going to, from typing import, hey bro, list and dictionary. So I am using list only, right? So why do I need to? Oh, I mean what the heck you are doing, bro? In the case, so okay, Sarkari result jobs, you can say. Okay, first thing I need to do one thing, limit int 10 list and list of, how are we getting this? Dictionary. Oh great, dict, use dict. Okay, limit int and 10. So jobs, you can say Sarkari result scraper dot get limit and return jobs. And I need to enter the yeah, I am expecting this. So what it is hiding? Okay, the maximum number of jobs. Fetch the latest government jobs vacancy Sarkari result and limit. This is the thing. Default is 10. The dictionaries each containing details about job and about a job vacancy. Each contains details. I will write it. Link, title, date, description. No, that's all. Same we are going to do it here. So first thing, bro, come on. What I'm doing here? Where's the latest statement card result? Okay, I need to provide args. So here I need list of ticks. That is okay, but I need more things. Okay, what is this? This is latest result, latest job. All have same schema. So what I'll do, I will copy it from here. I will paste it. And same here I'll do it. But we have limit, right? What the heck? And here we are going to pass limit and tick 10. Wow, superb. Limit and 10. I think I did all the things that are required here. So we have created 3 MCP servers and define main no, I don't want to list it, bro. I will just use if name mcp.run and what was the thing? Transport and transport http streamable, I believe. Localhost port, I will say 8050. Bro, Bhulakkad, bro. I think it was 0.000. What is the difference between 00 and 127? Sometime streamable, if I'm not wrong. Transport protocol use HTTP, Studio, SSE, server sent event, and streamable HTTP or I don't know the difference. What is the difference between HTTP and HTTP streamable in MCP transport layer? Okay. Two different transport is for communication between MCP client and MCP server. Server processes it, server sends complete response, connection closes. Okay, as the name suggests, Bro, I need to learn more on MCP. Then that means I will use HTTP because we don't want to stream or wait for connection server. Once done, it's done. So now if I wanted to test it out, what is the option? Sarkari result MCP. Okay, we have activated environment, and now just my neck started aching. I'm running on time or what? Get, not get, Python 3, Python even, what we say, Sarkari result MCP. So it should stream. Ooh. Bro, what is 10? Instruction. So can I say instructions? What I'll do? Wow, perfect. I think now it should work. Wow, perfect. It's working, bro. So shall I use npx to see the tools if it is working? And activated, bro. Wow, good. So npx, if I'm not wrong, yeah, npx @model context. I will look closely. Model context protocol @inspector. Perfect. 8050. Great. Tools. List tools. Wow. Perfect, bro. Everything looks good. Run tool. Ooh, wow, it's working. Either way, what we are expecting from a dictionary, fourth, fifth dictionary, and it wrapped everything. Is this what I'm expecting? Okay, so it's like list of dictionaries. Sorry, my bad. No. What is this giving? Result. Result has, okay, it's like a saying showing basically 0. What is the 0th index? First index, second index, third index, fourth, fifth, sixth, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13. Force. What is the okay, they are keeping it URL. So wow, so it's good, bro. I think it's working. Now the next thing is, so what are the different steps that I targeted before starting it? Tool is working, so only one part is done. So this part is done. How much time is remaining? 31 minutes. Let's call it 30 minutes. And here ChatGPT, you just shut your mouth right now. What is the second step? MCP server, we are gonna use Langchain to call this MCP server. Okay. So next step is we are going to call this server from Langchain. So I hope now let's keep it running so that we can access it. What is it running or not? Oh, I'm in the wrong. Let me close it too, otherwise it will be there will be a lot of confusion. So this is the one server is running, and this one is also running. It's not needed though. The third step is we need to call it, and I forgot the methods that we used to call. So let me recall it. It's the real beauty of building or performing hands-on. Like when we are doing hands-on, then we really have to combine all the skills that we learned so far. Otherwise, it's like we will forget it, right? Where is anti-gravity, bro? Yeah, it's there. So now the term, like here I will call it directly. Okay, I'll create one. You can say, okay, shall I call it projects, and then call mcp.py sarkari result mcp.py mcp client. Okay, it will be client pro. No, I won't name it sarkari result.ipynb. That's good because we are going to do multiple things. So first I will use markdown, and here I'll say sarkari. I'll do everything here. Sarkari result mcp tool and as what else? Langchain call. Oh, it's looking ugly, really. Oh, is there a shortcut to do it? I mean, I just, bro, command shift P, transform to camel case. Yeah, it's good. What the heck? It's not doing. Command shift P. Let me say it again. Bro, do it. Command shift lowercase. Oh, it's working. I mean, what the heck? You combine. There are bugs. Sarkari result. No. Oh god. MCP. It should be incompletely MCP Pro and Langchain. Langchain is spell mistake. Call. Ah, it's good. What it is. Okay, let's do one thing. Code, let me call code what it will be. So I remember we were creating client, and it was really difficult to create clients. I mean, streamable, read, write, something like that. I have to use that. Then we used Langchain, and it was pretty easy. So I will first call. So step 1, markdown, create a client to call MCP. Okay, so this is the agenda of it. From Langchain. Oh, it's plain text, bro. I don't want plain. No, okay, I need to convert it to Python. From Langchain. What is it? I don't know. Maybe if you are gonna watch it, just guide me. Like, shall I recall them things? Or it's like if I won't remember anything, then that will be like you are dumb. Just you are completely relying on AI. that is also not good for us, right? We should have some kind of harmony between learning something and utilizing AI tools to get something. It should be balanced. Like it should be, there should be balance between both. Otherwise, it will be you are appearing in an interview and you don't know. Just you asked, okay, can you provide me an app and subscription of AI, and maybe you entered into company and this is your first, it's your first day, and you ask them, are you call your manager, or you just went to asked him like, can you provide me cloud subscription, and they said, no, we are not using any AI tools. Or maybe you just need, yeah, you are appearing for interview and you forgot everything. By the way, now I'm thinking like, what was the how we were creating the client and is this MCP client was, what was it? I know one thing, JSON we need to use. Bro, I can't recall it. Okay. Is there any tool like from Langchain client? No. Langchain. Langchain MCP client examples. Oh fuck, it's a Langchain MCP adapters. ls, hey, open it. Source dot venv bin activate ls uv add Langchain, write it, Langchain MCP adapters. Was it underscore or what? No, they are using dashes. Adapters. I'm forgetting everything. Then what was the, why it is looking dot client import, oh, command space control space AI message, bro, no, client session, I think it was client session. Okay, I hope oh, multi-server MCP client. Server MCP client, and then we are going to pass as a JSON client math transport studio study standard input output. Define async main bro. It is Python, bro. Oh, my bad. I know nothing. I'll say async def main, and now you will say client multi-server MCP client, and now you are gonna pass JSON. I forget everything, bro. It's bad. Okay, what is the transport? What is the command to execute it? And if you are using transport, then you just need to provide the host conditions. So I will copy it. Where is it? Okay, it's the root JSON, so I need to provide here only. Weather, no, it's not weather, it's Sarkari government result, Sarkari result, transport HTTP, okay, and localhost 8 no 8050 MCP. Great. Async diff, and then what else? Tools client. Okay, client will take care of everything, connection and all. Bro, I will never remember these things. I think just I know how to use them. Await get tools. Okay, if I have to create agent. Okay, got it. Agent.invoke. Okay, when we are calling invoke, agent invoke, if you are getting it directly, then you are. I remember one thing from tools. If you are calling, then you have to call directly tools.invoke. Something I remember. Oh, let's do one thing. First, let's say tools is nothing but client dot list. Oh, no. Await client dot list tools. Get tools or list tools? Okay, there isn't anything. Name of the server to get tools from. Okay, here we can give this name Sakai result. Otherwise, if there are multiple servers. Okay, so they have provided rich documents, so it's not big issue. It won't be the problem if you are using. And it's await, that means synchronous call you are making it. Tools, I will call it in some other way. Available tools. What is time right now? 8:54. So I'm targeting till 10. Bro, tools. Oh, where is it? Command G. Tools. Okay, 10. And now I think I need to call it. What is the call? If name equals to main, how I like call? Not this. I don't need to use this. I can use directly async IO. Let me see what it will do. Bro, every time, don't say like I need to install it. I'll kill you. Okay, I need to import another library. Import async IO. Hey, async IO. Then what if I'll say it like this? I don't think it's required here. I thought it will work. Okay, let me do one thing. What if I'll create one more cell? I have to search how to run a sync function in Jupyter Notebook. Okay, learned something new, but I did not get it completely. Why don't we run into like? Why can't we use directly a wait inside a script as well, similar to it? We got the description, structure. No, not tools name. Latest job, fetch the latest government jobs. Okay, args. Looks little different, bro. Okay, here is the arg schema. Additional properties false, limit default. Great. Now if I want to call this tool, then what is the options? What are the different options available? Okay, not here. Okay, so I think we can say, let me add markdown code above it. Call the tools using, okay, first let's call it without using anything. So okay, available tools, we got this. For tools, for tool in tools, if tool dot name equals to get latest what, tool dot name, where is the name? I think it contains name, right? Yeah, name, it contains name. Get latest job, let's say get latest jobs. Then bro, you have to use to equal symbol. I want to compare it, not you are assigning. Then tools, tool dot a invoke. And you will get result something, await print result, print result. Oh, input, I mean, so bad. Input will be something like I will need dictionary. Okay, so it is limit, let's say 20 minutes, let's make this time. So I think it will automatically wrap everything. Yeah, not I think, but definitely it's going to be converted into a string and then it will pass to the protocol. So it will take time little, and the reason is simple because it's gonna scrap the data and then it's going to fetch and provide it. So if you remember last time also it was taking time because it's going to go through each page and page then, but it's like a not responsive thing. And if you know, yeah, but it's working, bro, perfectly. Type text and text whatever. So I think last time I had confusion, like if I'm going to give return number, then it should return number, but now everything will be text format only. So I think this information will be enough for the LLM model to uh, provide the response in a proper structured way. So next, what is time? 10 minutes 10:41 second. Okay, so this is normal tool calling. Directly we are calling, invoking the tool using the, without creating an agent. Then why are you calling a invoke? Let's say now we are creating an agent. Tools agent dot, okay, we provided the list of tools available, and then it will call agent dot invoke, and it will decide. Okay, why I'm confused? No, not confused, bro. So now the thing is, here I'll add a markdown. Call the tool, what is it, is using LLM. Okay, so what I'll say, agent goes to, how it, from Langchain, where is this module, agent, create agent. Agents, okay, they have created separate modules, bro. Langchain dot agents, Langchain dot agents, import. What are the different modules that I included? Oh, I haven't added UE, add Langchain main module. Wait a minute. Is it Langchain dot agents or Langchain? Yeah, I see somewhere Langchain core is also there, right? So Langchain dot core, or what we are using? No, not at all. God. Huh. So bad. Langchain core. Okay. So I think then we need to add Langchain only. Really? Oh, Langchain, fuck man. Langchain. Langchain? I don't think package for Langchain agents. I think it's already there. It's by, it's you can say dependency of other modules. So let's do one thing. From Langchain dot, but if it is already there, I maybe core dot agents, import, create agent. Not at all, bro. Neither it's installing nor it's. Oh god, I am not. Why don't I close it? You know what the problem is? I'm not even. Now it will do. Yes, this project name is same as what I have to search it. I was about to search, then I realized okay. So it is printing, so I don't want print. Agent is equals to create agent, and then we'll say model. Model is nothing but where is the structured output? I will use this from here. GPT. And we have tools, right? Bro, only the problem is I'm calling here tools. So I will copy everything. Let's do not use it, and then model, and we need to pass the tools. Tools equals to tools. I think something new I'm learning. Tools, bro, perfect. So we got the agent, and now we need to call agent dot invoke messages, right? What else? What the hell you are going to give? Okay. Not. You have to provide like a list, and now you can provide in different ways. But what I'll do, I'll use so user, and can you list out the latest jobs okay. Now I'm just going to provide me the 5 latest jobs. So here we are not specifying, so it should give me 5 results. Now and second thing, what we say, system, I forget this always, system role user content, role user. Okay, so system, I believe system, or okay, there is role, system, human also they call it. So role, okay, you are a Sarkari result advisor. So I'm just instructing it. Now agent.invoke, so it will provide me a result, and I will print. So I think it will be AI message. Let's see. Oh, await. Or I think I should call it here only, so it's better. Otherwise, I'm running something. Await and main. Let's see. it is fetching. My bad. Should I? Oh God, I failed to create complete toolbar, but let's see what it is going to do. Okay, so it's not the problem of it, it's the problem by I'm not using a invoke. But I was thinking like I am using a invoke only. So yeah, I thought, so we got the tools, but it is taking time to fetch the data from tools, and it will call that. So we got messes from it. Better I will format it somewhere. Oh, human message, AI message. Where is AI message? Okay, so okay, let's do one thing. Hmm. Let me drink water. Is anyone gonna watch it? I mean, if you guys are watching, I don't know. So I think we are almost done. Just little part is pending. So first, this code guy is doing streaming so badly. Look like not bad, and I wanted to say. So I think we are almost done. Just little part is pending. So first, this code guy is doing streaming so badly. Look. So what do you mean? Alright, let me drink water and let's target 1 hour. I'm feeling better, bro. At least we did something. Okay, Langchain 2025. How many lessons? I have to watch multiple videos to get more. I can't. Not interested. I'm interested in it. 4 hours. But I won't watch.
Welcome to the AI Engineer's Guide for the
4 hours video. Full 5 hours course launch Langchain 0.3. 1 year ago. And he created 5 months ago. So I will choose this one, bro. Although, so like not about it. Channing, yesterday I was sleeping, almost sleeping. I don't know. Stop. Oh. Save to watch later and never watch. I always do this. I don't know how many videos I kept in the save to watch later, but never watched them. It's like just giving unnecessary hope.
Output parser, as you know.
Wait, let me add timer, otherwise I will forget like when to. Man, I need to go out 10 let's say. So 22 minutes this side, 30, 40 and 10, 50 minutes. Clock. No. Clock, bro. Come on. 0, 50, start. Stop ChatGPT. All unnecessary things. I need to minimize them.
Perfect. So let me just run all the things now.
Let me open.
And now let's create a chain. And our chain is here. So now how we create the chain? Now you already know LCEL, Langchain Expression Language.
Bro,
right?
why are
So I'll
you
simply say
sounding very slow? I think it's not 17.5, 1.75. Okay, I forgot where I was right now. Chan, I need to start from a beginning.
you want to first of all write a joke, right? And then you will simply get the message, and then you will just I will be creating a chain, obviously. So I'll simply say chain equals whatever value you want to use, and there are basically two ways to create the chains. I personally like the first one. So what do we need to write in this particular method? You simply need to use a pipe operator, which is also called as LCEL, Langchain expression language. So what do I need to write? I just need to display or basically write the function in the order I want to run it. So first of all, I want to run prompt, right? Prompt template. Then I will use pipe operator. Then I'll simply say LLM open my second function task basically. Then this, then pipe operator. Then I'll simply say string output parser, basically string parser. Perfect. String parser. Perfect. So this is my chain now. And you know what? I just need to say chain.invoke, and I can pass the dictionary input. Let's say what is the capital of France, whatever I want to ask. Okay. So now do you know what will happen? It will first of all invoke this thing, first function. Then it will invoke LM OpenAI, and then it will invoke string parser automatically. Let me show you the result. Let me just run this. See, you are just getting the final answer automatically.
Okay, and I mean I need to refer it's his repository, Anslama GitHub. Yes, I have to refer the code though. I don't know. Okay, repositories. I need to search. What is it? Langchain. Tutorial. So what is it? No. Don't go. There. Chapter 1. Structured output. No. It's the part chapter 2, I believe then. First Chan IPyNB. So what he does. Will you take eternity and ages too? Wow. Is my internet slow or what? Speed test. You know what? I just have one joke to tell you. My internet and my brain both are slow. They are in sync. And my teeth are getting larger than my expectation. Not teeth, it's the teeth. Okay, so I'll say it again. You can see my eyes are red. I don't know why. Maybe I'm sleeping more because of that. It's red. Bro, you know what? Today I was sleeping for 10 hours. I was expecting to wake up early. Fuck, everything is going bad. Chance in Langchain. So okay, what we does? We are creating environment, human messes, and all that. We are doing all the imports. LLM OpenAI just created. Task 1, prompt. Creating a prompt template, shared prompt template from messages. System, you are giving this. Human, you are giving input. Great. LLM OpenAI, in the second task, what you are creating? Chat OpenAI, and you are creating a client of OpenAI. Great. Create a template, creating this one, and in the task 3, how it's working? Prompt template.invoke result llm.invoke template. Okay, so whatever you are getting from this result, that you are feeding to this LLM. And then whatever the result that you are getting from it, where is string out parser? Okay, so there is out. Hey, one thing I just came. Langchain core output parser. So can I use it same parser from Langchain core Hey, what is this? I think it automatically added. From Langchain co.output. Output parsers import str out parser. So if I'll give the result, what does it take? Parser dot invoke. Okay. Oh, in the everything you have to call invoke. Result. Okay, so parsed result. Let me see what it will return. What will it return? I'm expecting it to return AI message. Okay. What is it? Bro, my power adapter is getting hell. You know what? I will tell you a joke if you wanted to listen. But I won't. Yeah, I don't want to tell. Maybe next time in future I'll tell you. Okay, so this is the thing, chat. Okay, so whatever the prompt template you are going to get, so it will be like you are giving him to input to prompt template, and its result will be acting as a out. Its output will be acting as an input to LLM OpenAI, and its output will be acting to as an input to str PowerShell. So this is already he covered.
You didn't run this manually, you didn't make sense. How this flow is, let me just open my this here. So like this, what is the ready prompt? So what is the level of France? Okay, the chat message list for you. I can show you ready prompt, and let me just comment it out here as well. See, make sense? So this will be my output. Now here and here. So out B means LLM node. Makes sense? Now this LLM, what it will generate its own content like AI message and quarks and whatever, and this will become its output. This output will become now input of string input parser basically function. Makes sense? This will become its input. Now this parser will generate what? Only content, because it will simply say dot content whatever. We already know like what it will do. So this is the basically the flow of it. Like how does it work? Make sense? So I have just rearranged this with the value so that you can better relate with it whenever you will be referring to this particular nodes. So I hope now you know what is the intent. The intent is you need to be very sure while creating the chains, because the output of one node, basically task, will be the input for the next node, or basically task. If you are expecting here something else and your previous task is generating something else, then it will not work, because it will simply mess up with the you can say requirements. Because let's say you are here requesting a kind of different input variable and you are giving it something else, so it can actually break it. So this was a very simple example, that's why it worked extremely fine and we didn't need to make any changes. And by the way, we were just talking about we have like 2 different ways to run it. Yes, so we can also run it with the help of runnable sequence. Now what is this runnable sequence? This is basically the kind of function that we can use in order to create a chain and basically run it. I personally like this pipe operator, but if you want to know, I can just show you as well. So you simply say optional from Langchain core
While
dot runnable, I guess, import runnable sequence. So you can simply say chain 2 or let's say chain 1 equals runnable sequence, and in this particular list we just need to pass all of the functions. All of the functions. Functions means like all of the tasks that we have created. Make sense? Make sense? Make sense? Okay. So now I can simply pass like runnable sequence, and let me just say prompt template, and then LLM, OpenAI, and then we have output parser. Perfect. So we can also write like this. LLM OpenAI is not defined. Wow. LLM OpenAI. Output parser. Very good, very good. Very good. Code awareness, whatever model this anti-gravity is using. So see, we also got this value, but I'm a big fan of using this because it makes the chain more readable. We can easily define that you can say dependencies, and it is very much similar to defining dependencies in Airflow. We use like this operator in Airflow, tuck, and here we are using pipe operator. It's fine. So yeah, choice is yours if you want to use this one, because some people would like this one. So I'm not restricting you to just use one method, but you have the options available. Okay, perfect. So this was a very basic example of chains. Now in real life, we build chains which require some custom functions as well. What do I mean by custom functions? So basically, let's say you want to build a chain where you want to basically add some functions between this. For example, we have the chain template LLM parser. Parser means the final output. Now I want to add one more, you can say task, right? One more task, and this task will pass this value to a different LLM. Okay, and what this LLM will do? This will behave as a kind of post generator. Let's say you want to first of all write a joke, right? And then you will simply get the message, and then you will just get the content out of it. Now in the second task, or basically in the second chain, what you can do, or basically second part of the chain, what you can do, you can now send this particular output to a different part where it will evaluate and it will make it in a form that you can just post it on your social media. Let's say you just want to create a post on LinkedIn for this particular purpose. So what you will do, you will then add a function in between. Why? Why? Let me show you why. Because if you do not do that, if you, let's say, let me just delete this. Let me just delete this because you already know what the output of this. It is to LLM. What's the best practice? Obviously using template, right? So let me just bring template here, first of all, before even LLM. So when this output will go to the input, does that make any sense that I'm just sending this input like this? Yeah, it makes sense. Does it make sense? Think about it. Like, why did I explain everything to you regarding the output? Because now here the output is just generating a text. And how do we pass the input to any template? We pass it in the form of dictionary. Oh, so where's the dictionary? Where's the dictionary? Makes sense. And where's the key for that dictionary? Because we just create key value pairs, right? So we need to create one node which will be called as, let's say, custom node, or basically custom task of the previous task. It will modify it in such a way so that we can pass this value to the template in the form of a dictionary. So this will be dictionary maker. This task will be dictionary maker. Now, number, can we just write our custom Python function as well? Yes. You can even convert your custom Python functions into the form of tasks. Wow. And how do we do that? It's very simple. You just create a Python task, basically Python functions, and then you use one function. It's called @ I think just by @ just use simple one, runnable lambda. You can just use runnable lambda and you can convert any function into a runnable. Runnable means this task. Wow. Yeah. You can even convert this thing into a runnable lambda. Okay.
What
and
the heck?
it's very simple. You just create a Python task. You can even convert your custom Python functions into the form of tasks. Wow. And how do we do that? It's very simple. You just create a Python task, basically Python functions, and then you use one function. It's called @ I think just by @ just use simple one, runnable lambda. You can just use runnable lambda and you can convert any function into a runnable. Runnable means this task. Wow. Yeah. You can even convert this thing into a runnable lambda. Okay. And
I will note down.
you know what? You can even convert this whole chain as the lambda. I will just talk about it, don't worry. But first of all, let's cover this custom functions. And I hope you got the requirement, right? So let me just write it here. Now we need to pass the input. And input is here. Here. Input is, let's say, here. Perfect. Input is here. Right? Now this input will send this message to the template and then to the LLM. Right? And then at the end, we will use the parser. And this parser will send back the result to the user. Makes sense? This is our workflow that we want to create. Basically our chain. It's a simple one, don't worry. It looks a little bit like tricky, but it's very simple. Make sense? Okay, let's try to build this and you will know like how can we just create this kind of task. Let me just show you. So let's try to create this particular pipeline, chain, whatever you want to say. And I just mentioned this quick note so that you will understand like why are we creating this custom task and what's the need of that custom task. Makes sense? Okay, perfect. So now in order to do that, I will simply create a new notebook. I will say chain with custom runnable dot IPY and B. Okay, perfect. So now I'll simply say let's try to import it. What do we need to put in the heading? So perfect. So let me just run it. And you got the requirement, right? We need to just create that particular chain. So I will simply copy all the tasks of the chain first of all, and I will say chain with custom runnable. Okay. So here we have chain with custom runnable, and this is our task number 1. And what is this? List. Okay. Perfect. And this is our task number 2. And this is our task number 3. Perfect. And perfect. Now we don't need to invoke it because we want to create more tasks. So here I will write task number 4, which will be my custom task. Custom function, or basically custom runnable. Runnable is just a fancy name. A runnable is something like which you can run in a sequence. Okay. So I'll simply say df, my custom function that I write. I will simply say dictionary maker. Perfect. Dictionary maker. Now input can be text or string format, and it will generate dictionary. Okay. Now whatever I want, I simply want to return it like this. Return dictionary text key. Okay, and this can be customized. This will be as per your requirements. This will be as per your this requirement. Like what kind of key are you expecting in the template, right? We are simply expecting the text key. That is why I am using text. If you want anything else, you can just customize it. I will simply say text. Simple. This is my dictionary. Perfect. Now in order to create this, like or convert this into dictionary, I will import something. I will say from Langchain core.runables import runnable lambda. Perfect. So now this is not converted into a runnable now. This is just a function. If you want to run it in a sequence, we need to convert it into a runnable lambda. So I'll simply say dictionary maker runnable equals runnable lambda, and then I will pass my function. Now I can use this object to create a chain. Are you getting my point? Because we cannot directly use a Python function in the Langchain, basically chain. We need to convert it or basically apply a wrapper on top of our function so that chain in Langchain will treat our function as a runnable. Simple. Make sense? Okay, this is our task number 4. Let me just run this. Perfect. Now the task number 5 is very simple. Very similar basically, and simple obviously because you are on this channel. So this is like template for post that I want to post, right? So I'll simply say prompt or you can say post equals prompt template dot chat prompt template. And here I will say you message helpful assistant. Okay, or I can also say you are a social media post generator. Simple. Okay, and text create a post for the following text. Following text for your favorite social platform. Let's say for LinkedIn, right? So system and you message makes sense. Now this is my prompt post. So now if I want to invoke it, let's say I want to invoke it. How will I invoke it? Prompt template. Let me just import it if it is not imported. Where is that prompt template? I think we have here prompt template. Oh, I see. What is the issue? We're using prompt template. We need to use like this. Chat prompt template dot from messages. Perfect. So now let's say this is my prompt. If I want to invoke it, obviously I'm writing like this. Let's say prompt post
dot invoke.
This auto selection sometimes irritates. Prompt post dot invoke, and then I will pass a dictionary. Right? Dictionary will be looking like this. Text, and let's say hello world. Simple. So I can only invoke it with this dictionary. If I try invoking it like this without this dictionary, and if I simply pass this text, this will work. But we need to just make sure that text is replaceable here, because if it works because we just have one variable here. If we have multiple variables, how it will know like which variable will take which value? So in that particular scenario, we have to mention this dictionary, otherwise it doesn't work. So that's why I'm creating that particular function called dictionary maker. And then once we have this prompt template ready, we can simply create another task, which will be LLM post generate the post, and this will be my LLM open, as you all know, right? This one, and I want to use the same model. Perfect. This is my task 6. I can even ignore this writing because we can just use the same object, right? LLM open, but I'm just simply writing it again so that you can understand it. Otherwise, like, see, it is the same thing. Why I'm writing this here so that you can actually understand and relate to it more. So, and our next, obviously, last task is task 7.
Print output parser.
Output parser, as you know, string parser, and we also do not need to define it again because we have already defined it. But I'm again defining it for you so that you can understand it. Perfect. So let me just run all the things now, and now let's create a chain, and our chain is here. So now how we create a chain, now you already know LCEL, Langchain expression language, right? So I'll simply say chain equals, and all the tasks in the, you can say sequence. So first task is prompt template. And then we have LLM OpenAI. Then we have string parser. Then we have custom runnable, which is dictionary maker and runnable. Dictionary maker runnable. Oh man, this dictionary maker runnable, which is the runnable instance of our function. Then we have again prompt post, right? Prompt post. Then we have LLM OpenAI again, because this prompt will go to LLM OpenAI, and then string parser. Make sense? So this is our chain. Now let me just hit this. What is the capital of France? And let's see what is the output. the output should be a post that we can just post it on LinkedIn, right? And this whole chain is now running. See, quickly geography refreshes. Capital of France, Paris, and it's more than landmark, city. So this has created the entire post for me, and it has done everything. So what it has done? The same thing that I have just demonstrated here. So it will simply create this thing like, let's say, fun fact about honey, or it is just creating the capital of France. It will go to the input for this custom function. So what it will do? It will create a kind of dictionary, simple, and then this dictionary will take this output and it will send to the template. And the template will fill the variables, simple. Then it will go to LM, then it will go to parser, and then it will go to us. This is the chain that we have just built, and that's how you can also build your chains. Make sense? Okay, very good. Now let's talk about this important concept called parallel chains. Because see, we already know the concept, we already know the fundamental thing, right? Linear chains, as we have just discussed this, like how we can just create a linear flow. But obviously, in your complex workflow, as you're building some more complex and more advanced level, you can say flows or chains, you will need this thing, which is called parallel chains. What do I mean? So let's say, here's that Rahul. Okay. So let's say this is a developer. Okay. This Rahul, yeah, same person. This developer now needs to create a flow which looks like this. Let's say it has a kind of template. Okay, which is starting point. Which is starting point for every chain. I would say every chain. And after this, it has LLM for sure. Perfect. Now it has maybe parser. Like parser is like optional. It's not a very big thing. So let's say it has like 2 nodes, right? 2 tasks. But now the thing is now going to be interesting. Okay, how? So now we do not have like linear step. We have parallel step. What do I mean? So let's say now we need to create this particular task. This can be anything. Just to take an example, let's say you want to analyze the summary of your data that you're processing. And it can be anything. Let's say you are getting a CSV file and you are just processing the data, you're summarizing data, and that's it. Cool. Okay. Now, on the basis of that, you need to do 2 tasks. One, you need to draft an email or basically send an email to your manager regarding the summarization that you have received, because that is a kind of financial report, right? You need to do that thing. You need to send an email to your manager. And second thing, you also need to draft that particular thing in your documentation folder as well. Or let's say you want to send a message on Teams to your group chat. Make sense? So in short, I want to perform 2 parallel things. Okay. And whenever we just perform anything in Langchain, we have series of steps, right? So that being said, this will be a kind of chain in itself, right? Let's say this is chain number 1, parallel chain. And just for simplicity, let me just add an arrow. So let's say this is the task. This is the task. Okay, perfect. So this is like chain task. And this is obviously the initial chain that was started. Perfect. So now we have this chain number 1. Perfect. And I can just create a box. Perfect. So this is my chain number 1. And similarly, I have one more chain for the Teams messages as well. One is for email, one is for Teams message. Or you can say one is for email and second one is for personal use. You want to draft it, you want to save it, or you want to send it to, let's say, your director or whatever. Basically, you want to perform parallel tasks. So what will happen here? You will be creating these 2 parallel chains. Parallel chains. Wow. So this will be my chain number 1. Chain 1 and this is chain 2.
Independent things.
Perfect. Now you will say, Anshul, is it a difficult thing to do? Please tell us before. Okay, what if I say it's a difficult thing, what will you do? Nothing, will be just prepared. Okay, so the thing is very easy. You first need to understand the concept, you have understood the concept, now it's easy. Concept is everything. Concept is everything. Perfect. So now let's try to see how we can just build this thing. And just to demonstrate this, we will use an example. And yeah, let's quickly create a clone of this. And let me just say 3 and parallel chains. Perfect. So this cell will remain the same. Let me just run this with this virtual environment. Perfect. Chain custom runnable. So as you know, that is our first task. If you look at this thing, template. So now you will say, obviously we don't have any kind of data for now. We will just discuss those examples as well. But for now, let's say I want to just do this thing, right? So first of all, just for the understanding, we will just use a hypothetical situation, like hypothetical example. Then we will just also looking at some real examples as well using data engineering. But first, I want you to understand the thing. Okay, so that is why I'm not directly pulling the real world example. You will be like totally off. First, let's start slow, right? And then you want to just grow. Okay. So now the thing is, the requirement is very simple. This template, what it will do? It will simply ask LLM to summarize a movie, or just ask LLM to write a quick summary about a movie, right? So you are a movie summarizer. Okay. And here, I will simply provide the input as please summarize the movie in brief, because we do not want to spend much tokens. And this is the input, let's say movie name, whatever you want to do. Okay, input. So this is my prompt. Okay, this is task number 1, perfect. Let me run this. This is my task number 2, perfect. And this is my task number 3, which is like string output parser, which is like very common. Perfect. Now here comes the thing where we need to create the parallel chains. Let me just remove all of these cells because these are not required at all. Perfect. So now there are 2 options. Okay, now there are 2 options. I will just show you both the options because it's my responsibility to give you all the knowledge. Option number 1 is to create a dedicated chain for this task. Dedicated chain means like dedicated chain. Like it will run 1, 2, 3 and all. Okay, like it will have its own tasks and it will do everything on its own. Creating the chain, dedicated chain. Makes sense. It is very handy, not a big deal. The second option is very simple and it is much more scalable and it is easy to manage as well. What is that option? See, if we have, let's say, just a few tasks, okay, it is easy if we just create a dedicated chain, it's fine. But if we have like multiple tasks, we can even create a function. Okay, remember I told you that we can also create a function for the entire chain as well, right? So we can even create the function for the entire chain. Okay, so what I will do so that you can learn both the ways. For chain number 1, I will use the normal chain method. I will create all the tasks for the chain. For chain number 2, I will not create the chain. I will only create one function and I will not hardcode basically. I will just write the code for every task. Okay, that way you will learn both the ways. Simple. Simple. Okay, let's do it. So first of all, let me just use the method number 1. So I will say markdown parallel chain 1. Perfect. Chain with parallel chains. Perfect. So parallel chain 1. What will be the you can say step number 1, basically task number 1. So I'll simply say task 1, which is obviously prompt, right? Which is obviously prompt. And I will say, and what type of prompt is this? So let's say we have the summary of the movie. What do you want to do after that? Once we have the summary of the movie, we will ask LLM to create basically a LinkedIn post, right? And in the second chain, we will simply say create an Instagram post, because both the platforms are different. The tone for both the platforms are different. So let's try to do this, okay? And in the real world, what we'll be doing, sending an email to manager and sending a Teams message to a director or whatever. Okay. But for simplicity, I'm just taking an example, like hypothetical example, so that we can quickly learn the thing that we're trying to do. Because once you know how to do it, you can just implement that solution anywhere, right? So let's say I will write prompt, let's say LinkedIn prompt. Perfect. You are a helpful assistant. Not helpful. You are a movie summarizer. Or I will say you are a post generator. LinkedIn post generator. Perfect. And I will write this input. Create a post for following text for LinkedIn. Perfect. This is my task number 1. Let me just create task number 2, which is LLM, and task number 3 is this one. Perfect. Makes sense? Simple. This is my chain number 1. Let me just run this. Perfect. 3 things. Perfect. This is my parallel chain number 1. Okay. Now, if you will closely observe, this is, and we have just covered this thing. That's why I covered that topic in detail. This is a kind of template, right? Like not template, like this is a kind of input that depends on template, right? What it needs a dictionary, right? It needs a dictionary. So what we need to do, we need to add one small step here, custom, you can say task, which will create a dictionary for us. Make sense? That's why I covered that topic in detail, the very previous one. So I will add one task here. I can add it in the parallel one, but it will be a redundant task because we would need to do it in both the chains. It's better to just create one task before both the chains, right? So let me just say here, and let me grab that function from here. Dictionary maker. Yeah, here, perfect. Task 4, and let me start here. Perfect. Custom animal, dictionary generator. Perfect. Let me just run this as well. So now we are good. Perfect. So it will simply generate text and the other thing. And here we have this particular chain, which will expect text, right? And we are simply returning a text dictionary. So it needs to be same, exactly same. If it is not same, it will not run fine, because you know the output of one is dependent on the previous one, right? Like the output of one will be the input for the next one. So next one is dependent on the previous output. Okay, I hope it is clear. Perfect. So now it is done. Simple. Now I will be creating parallel chain 2. And just see how I will create that. So for parallel chain 2, so if you just look at this parallel chain 1, I think it is incomplete, right? How? Just let me know in the comments how. Because these are just tasks. We have not created the chain for it. So I'll simply say chain LinkedIn equals LinkedIn prompt and LLM OpenAI and string parser. Perfect. So let's run this. Perfect. Now it is a chain. Now, instead of creating chain like this, what I will do, I will simply create a function. I will say def insta chain. Okay. And here in this function, I will write all of these 3 things. Like usually what we do in the function, right? Like normal function. Exactly. That's exactly what you need to do. Task 1 prompt. Right? Perfect. And here I'll simply say insta prompt. And here I'll say Instagram. And here I will say insta post. And here I'll say insta. By the way, this is not required, so we can just leave it as is. Perfect. So now as you can see that we can define everything in the function. Wow. Literally wow. Because whenever we create function, we have more control. Why? Because I know the output of this will go inside this. If I need to make any changes, I can do it in the function itself. I don't need to depend on like, hey, this will generate the output like this, and hey, this will generate the output like this. No. I'm not going to do anything. Makes sense? So I will get the text like this. Text is of string type, and I think this function will see a kind of dictionary because we pass a dictionary, and this will generate. Yeah, perfect. So text is of dictionary type. Perfect. So now I'll simply say text equals text of text, right? Simple dictionary. We are getting this key value, and now we are simply passing it here in the text. And now I can invoke it within the function itself. I don't need to go to like wait for it to execute. So I'll simply say insta prompt final basically, or like this is one way of doing it, or you can even call the entire chain in the end, like at the end. Like choice is yours. You can even call the entire chain at the end because you know like how to do that. So I'll simply say chain insta and this thing, and you will simply say chain dot invoke, chain insta dot invoke, and you will say text, and you will simply return chain insta. Not this one. I will say result because you just need result. So this is another way of doing it. So what it will do? It will go to this function. It will create a chain. Everything is exactly same. If you just compare the code, everything is same. We are simply creating a function on top of it. It is easy to manage because let's say you want to import this function as a utility, you can do it. It's just like that. And second benefit will be you can make the changes in between, because if you do not write like this, you can simply make some changes here, and you are not actually dependent on this particular thing. Makes sense? So let's say even if I comment it out, you can run all of these things in the steps, right? And you can just make those changes. And if you create functions like this, you do not need those functions like dictionary maker and all, because you can make the changes in line. Again, it's personal choice, but my agenda is to make you aware of all the possible things. You do not need to stick to everything written in the documentation. You need to be creative as well. You need to know like what are the things we can do with this. You need to know like how are the things we can do, right? Makes sense? So now what are we doing? We are simply invoking it from within the function. Okay. And then we are simply running the result. And what is result? The string. That's it. Okay. Okay, makes sense. Now we will simply create a lambda function for it. I will say insta
Enable and
chain runnable equals runnable lambda insta chain, right? Let me just run this. Perfect. So these two are done. Very good. So now finally we need to finalize the final orchestration. That means we need to now arrange task 1, task 2, task 3, task 4, and then these two parallel chains,
I
right?
don't know
Let's
how
try to
to
do it.
create
Let me just write
parallel chain.
parallel chain 1, parallel chain 2, and now it will be final orchestration.
Yeah, that's what.
Perfect. Now final orchestration is very, very important. I will simply say final chain equals, first of all, we have, I think, prompt template. Then we have LLM OpenAI, string parser, dictionary maker runnable, and then we have, let me just use that braces so that I can just show you better. Okay, we have this, we have this, we have this, and then we have this, and then we have parallel chains. Now is the thing, because now we need to create two chains, right? So we have something called as runnable parallel. Let me just first of all import it, and I would need to import it here from Langchain core dot runnables. Import runnable parallel and import runnable lambda. Perfect. Okay. Runnable lambda. So here we will be using a special function called runnable parallel. Make sense? Runnable parallel. Perfect. Now what is this function? This function says now after this particular task called dictionary maker, you need to create two parallel things. You need to create two parallel things. So what are the things? What are the tasks within that? Now I will define the chains that I have created. One chain is this one, very simple, chain LinkedIn, very good. I will simply say, I just need to pass a list, basically. Not list. I can also do like one more thing. It's called branches, because there are like two branches. Let me just show you. So these are the two branches, 1, 2. Right? So we have a built-in function as well, like branches, we can just use it. And I think this is a better way to manage it as well, because I will just show the output as well. So when we say branches, then we can define the branches. Like what are the branches? I will simply say, hey, branch 1, you can name it anything. Okay, branch 1 is, let's say, LinkedIn. And second branch is Instagram. Okay, so LinkedIn branch is chain LinkedIn. Yes, but for Instagram, we have a function, right? We have a runnable. So I will do this. Make sense? So this is my final chain. Okay, and why it is red? Okay, makes sense. I know why it is red. Because this is missing. Yeah, now it's fine. So let me just invoke it now. Final chain dot invoke. Now just tell me your favorite movie. Because we just need to write the movie name, right? In the first template, we just need to write the movie name. Yes. So let's say I want to write a brief about KGF. I love that movie. Who is saying Pushpa? That movie is also good, but KGF is like KGF. By the way, love Pushpa as well. But KGF is like KGF, right? KGF is KGF. So let me run this. Let's see what we get. Because I want to show you the final output. It will be like very interesting. It is taking time because we have so many steps involved. Let's wait. String out to parser. This. Okay, perfect. So it took 45 seconds. Oh, so first of all, what happened? Let me show you what happened. So if you just look at this thing, first of all, template. We created a template, prompt template for movie KGF. Then we asked LLM, hey, write a brief summary about KGF. Simple. Then we used string out to parser to just fetch out the string, and then we used string to create a dictionary because I know we have these templates, right? So we use those things. Now we need to pass that template to create the Instagram post and LinkedIn post. Makes sense? That's what we want to do. So here we can just do this thing with the help of these two chains. This is chain number 1, that is a traditional way to do it. This is chain number 2 with function. Like now you have both the ways, now you can just do anything. And I have also given you the option that you can even ignore this chain definition because you can call everything within this function with the changes that you want. That is another way to do it. Make sense? Okay. Now this is the final chain that we have created. Makes sense? Now we invoke it. And if you just look at the output is not very straightforward. Output is saying that you have branches key, and within that branches you have a dictionary with two values, LinkedIn and Instagram. And you know from where I just got these two values from here. Because I defined that I want these two branches like this. And this is my LinkedIn post, and this is my Instagram post. Like content of it that LLM has generated. Makes sense? And see, both are different. Both are different. Okay. So that's how you build the parallel orchestration. Just a bonus tip, I want to also show you one more thing. It's a very quick one. Let's say you want to highlight or basically you want to display this thing in a better way, right? So
you know why I'm feeling sleepy? When you have to, like, brain has to put extra pressure to learn something. it sends signal like, okay, I'm lazy. I need more energy, or maybe your brain is focusing more, so it needs more resources compared to your body.
you can even, like this is a final chain, this is a chain itself. You can also treat this chain as a runnable. Is it possible? Yeah, it is possible. For example, let's say you want to create a chain like this. Let me just write it here. Chain as a runnable. Okay, chain as a runnable. So let's say once you have this chain, this final chain, now you want to extend this chain, right? Now you want to extend this chain and you want to now connect, let's say, one more function. And what this function does, it beautifies the output. Because we have a dictionary here and we don't want to present it like this, we just want to beautify it. So what I will do, I will create a function. I will say task 1, right? Task 1 will be my beautify function. Okay, I will say df beautify, and I will simply get the output, and output can be, let's say, it is a dictionary, we know that, because it will return the dictionary. Again, fundamentals. This output will go as the input to the next function, next task, right? Fundamental thing. So now this is a dictionary. So now we will just create our function accordingly. We cannot just expect anything, any string format. No, we are just treating it as a dictionary. So I'll simply say, let's say, final response, right? And it is of a dictionary, right? And I also want to write on dictionary, but not a dictionary. I would say, yeah, dictionary, but in a better way. Yeah, we can say that. Or let's say text. Let's say I want to return string. That's it. Or let's say dictionary. Because these are two different things. So usually we should just return dictionary. Best practices. Okay. So I'll simply say final response equals to this. I will say LinkedIn response equals to this. Yeah, perfect. So I have created this function. LinkedIn response, instead of response, and I'm going to dictionary with the beautified version. Makes sense? And now obviously I need to create a runnable for it, and you already know how to create that. So I'll simply say beautified runnable equals to runnable lambda. Perfect. Now this is done. This is like task number 1. Now if for the task number 2, final chain, you already know that I have a final chain. So I'll simply say final chain equals final chain, like whatever we have here. Perfect, like this. This is the final chain, right? Yeah. So what I will do, I will create the runnable lambda for this. Like I have two options. I can even simply write for the final chain like this. Like if I write like, because chains are also runnables by default, if you do not know this. I know this is confusing, but this is important. See, I have two options. I can only tell you just scratching the surface level things, or I can just make you understand the things by going deeper. So I will just prefer the second option. So I know it is like confusing, but it is good for your growth, and I know you're uncomfortable. That's where you grow, right? Okay. So I'm with you. Don't worry. I know it's confusing, but it's fine. So let me just tell you. So let's say, let me just take you to the diagram. So let's say this is the final chain, right? This is the final chain that we have built. Let me just move it a little up. Perfect. So let's say this is the chain that we have built. Perfect. Now this entire chain is a runnable. Is it runnable? Okay. Okay. It is a runnable. This is the nature of it. Make sense? So that means you can just use this entire chain as your runnable, and you can connect it to the next task. So let's say you have this task, right? And you want to now connect it using the normal edges. You can do it. It's not a big deal. Which is let's say beautify. I hope it is clear. So it is the property of it. Whatever we create in a chain, it is a runnable by default. So I can literally write, now my final chain is like final chain, as you all know. Okay. So now I will simply say final chain. Okay. And I can comment it out because we do not need to recreate it because it is created here. Now I'll simply say beautified chain. Beautified chain. And now if I simply create, let's say, beautified chain equals to final chain and then beautified runnable. See, now I can literally use an entire chain as my runnable. So it is a by default behavior. You need to understand this. Yes, you need to explicitly convert your Python function as runnable, but if you're creating a chain, you don't need to convert it into runnable. That is a runnable by default. Perfect. Now let's try to run this. Beautiful beautified chain.invoke, and this time let's push bar. Let's see what do we get. It will, I think, take 10 more seconds. And I hope now this will give you a richer understanding about managing the chains. Because it is very easy to just show you, wow, we have an error. Oh, wow. What is that? LinkedIn. Output is truncated, LinkedIn. Okay. So it is saying error is at LinkedIn. Here we have LinkedIn. Oh, I see. Basic mistake. So now we have final response in the form of dictionary, right? Do we have LinkedIn key available? No. The parent key is branches. Inside the branches, we have LinkedIn. So I will simply first of all add the parent key, which is branches. And then we have Instagram or LinkedIn, whatever. Make sense? Make sense? Let's use single quotes. Perfect. Now let's run this. Yeah, so I was saying that this will give you a richer understanding because it is very easy to build those simple chains, okay, where I will simply show you, hey, this is brown, this is LLM, this is string or parser, wow, that's it. No. You are becoming a good developer here and you need to understand all of those things which are complex. Make sense? Pushpa is taking more time. Why? KGF took just 25 seconds. Wow, we have fire. So, as you know, now we have the beautified version, right? Now I can literally use these two key value pairs to perform my thing, let's say email and Teams message, whatever. But we can just hyper situation just for fun so that you can just enjoy while learning it. But you know, like you can literally apply this thing anywhere. And don't worry, I'll just show you one quick example as well. Even if you don't have any kind of real data, but we can just show you. Make sense? Okay, let's see. So now let's talk about the conditional chains. Now what are these conditional chains? So now we know like how parallel chains run in parallel. But now everything, we don't want to just run everything in parallel. Now if you just look at the example above, it is exactly the same, right? Right? It is exactly the same. But now the difference is this is a conditional chain. That means both of these chains will not run. This chain will run if the condition is yes.
Okay, I'm just stopping because I'm feeling hungry though. I have to go out for food. Thank you so much if anyone is gonna watch in future, and we'll continue. How much time actually is remaining? So 3 hours 34 minutes. I mean, I'm going slow, very slow. So 1 more hours, 2 more hours. So I think it needs to 1.5 hour, less than 1.5 hour. Let's take ideal scenario 1.5 hour. Maybe tomorrow I'll finish it. And then what I'll do? I will learn more about Langchain. Bro, it's not sufficient. I mean, I will build some projects on it. Then Oh, today I'm streaming for the next 2 hours 22 minutes. Thank you so much. And tomorrow I'll see you again. No, I will upload one video of English speaking. That will be a small short video. Thanks. Bye bye. Take care and see you soon.